What on earth is the point of this?
Or anything.
Well, this specifically.
What this?
This bit of business right now, here.
You mean this?
Yes, of course.
But why ask? What does it matter?
That's it. What does it matter? What does it do to achieve, apart from just being itself?
Same as anything else.
But it can't be just that. Not everything is the same. Not everything is at the same level of necessity. Having something to drink and eat has a point. Going to the toilet has a point. Even if it's just to drink and eat and go to the toilet, there'd be no point asking what the point of that stuff is, because it's clearly its own point. I mean, this wanging on and putting it up online for two people to listen to the first 5 seconds of, what's the damn point of it?
But why should this have a point any more than going to the toilet?
That point has been made. Going to the toilet has a function, a utility. This is just wasting time.
Time to do what? Go to the toilet?
No, I mean time to do more important things.
Like what?
I don't know. Save the world. Write a novel.
Loads of people are already doing that. Why should you?
Well, it's more important, isn't it?
Even if it is, it doesn't mean you have to.
Why not?
Well, for starters, are you any good at those things?
I don't know. I've never written a novel before. And I suppose I'm not much good at saving the world because I wouldn't know how. Anyway, I don't think it's possible, really.
No.
But that doesn't mean those sort of things shouldn't be attempted.
No, but it doesn't mean they should.
Well, no. But to not engage in meaningful activity is just cynicism.
Probably, but who's going to care?
Well, no one, really.
Exactly. And that's one of the great advantages of doing bugger all or doing pointless, futile, self-serving activities like this.
What?
It doesn't impinge, does it? No one really knows about it. Anyone who doesn't care, and the rest of humanity can go on saving the world and writing novels with the same satisfied contentment that they're doing something meaningful and consequential.
Yeah, that's right. But it doesn't help either.
It doesn't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything apart from eat, drink, and go to the toilet. The rest is just either what's demanded of you by others or whatever it is you're actually capable of doing, which is not the same as what you want to do, by the way.
So what? I'm stuck with futile exercises like this?
Yes. And what's more, that's not going to change. Futile exercises are all there are from now on. Always were, as it happens. All that other stuff you've done turned out pretty futile.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is often a lot better than consequential, because consequences come with consequences. The more impact you have on other people, the more impact you have, and impact is not always good. It can often be very, very bad.
Yeah, that's true too.
Not to mention the impact other people have had on you, which is often also very, very bad.
Yeah.
And if they're not to blame for their impact on you, you can hardly be blamed for your impact on them. But do you really want to have a negative impact on other people?
Well, sometimes. I'm not a saint.
No, nor is anyone else, no matter how good they may actually be or aspire to be known as. But that's another good reason to not have as much to do with other people. Sometimes you do want to hurt them, and so you will, as you have before, and you know how much you hate that.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid, really. I'd love to be a complete bastard and just go on not giving a shit about other people, but I can't help giving a shit about other people. Or maybe I am a bastard, but not a complete enough bastard to get away with it, and I'm just scared of the consequences for me if I hurt other people.
Well, one way or the other, it comes to the same thing as far as consequences for you are concerned. So really, you're doing everyone a favour, including yourself, not getting involved.
Hang on, aren't I just being lazy?
Well, again, it comes to the same thing.
Oh yes, that's true.
And all this really is just rationalising what you already feel like doing. One may well inquire, what's the point of asking what the point is?
Well, really, I don't know. It's just one of those blasted feelings I get about wanting some kind of surety and absoluteness in the world.
You can forget all that.
But everyone wants that too.
So what?
Well, I'm not better than them.
No, but that doesn't change the fact that there isn't surety and absoluteness in the world, unless you're content to make something up and pretend that there is.
Well, if I could do that, actually, I'd love to abandon all reason and just pretend that it's all for the best in the best of all possible worlds and acquit myself accordingly.
You'd stuff that up too, though.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm a loser.
You really are.
I really am.
So you can rationalise that by just admitting there's no point and just go with that.
How does someone just go with that?
Well, pointless activity should you feel so inspired. Being lazy is a good start because for the most part you won't start. But when you go mad and do want to do something, it probably helps a lot more to do something pointless and futile in a pointless and futile existence. Whether your own personally or existence in general, it doesn't really matter either way, while consciously knowing, understanding and admitting that what you're doing is pointless and futile.
Sounds a bit counterintuitive.
Probably, but isn't it better than trying to do something meaningful and stuffing it up?
It's not just lazy, is it?
No, you're a coward as well. But let's be fair, you've learned cowardice the hard way, and being afraid of attempting new things isn't the awful rut a lot of people say it is. Sticking with what you know, which in your case is very, very little, instead of stuffing yourself with new ideas and courses of action like a glutton, is not in itself a harm either to you and certainly not to anyone else.
It is a bit gutless though, isn't it? I mean, it's not like I don't trust myself to get things right.
But not bothering is getting something right. It's getting nothing right. Nothing much anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And even if it made no sense at all, what of it? Whether an activity makes sense or not is always a matter of perspective.
I think some things make more sense than others.
But the operative words there are I think. Whether you're right in any objectively standardised way isn't the point.
Wait, why not? I mean, it makes sense, for example, for people to have access to food and drink, right?
But that's not your department. Just because you have ideals doesn't mean you have any power to make those ideals concrete.
Yeah, I guess so. That's pretty disappointing, though.
Well, yes, it's reality, and reality is often distinguished by how disappointing it is.
So it's back to futile gestures for a non-existent public, then.
In all honesty, you really don't have anything else. You can go mad and try, but what options are there? None that you really want to do anyway.
Yeah, I suppose that's right. Pity.
Stiff cheese.